Sean Gallagher with mother and daughter duo Eilish Kelly and Neve Murdoch of the Avoca Clinic. Photo, Gary O'Neill. In an age of social media and selfies, the pressure on women to look their best has never been greater. Advances in surgical and cosmetic procedures makes access to treatments more available to women of all ages. Mother and daughter Eilish Kelly and Neve Murdoch have grown the Avoca Clinic into market leaders. Set up in 2012 by Eilish Kelly and now run by her and her daughter, Neve Murdoch, the Avoca Clinic is Ireland's leading cosmetic clinic. Headquartered in Avoca, Co. Wicklow, the business employs 50 staff and has an annual turnover of more than €3.5 million. We offer a range of procedures from surgical to minimally invasive procedures and aesthetic treatments, says Eilish. Our speciality is breast augmentation, uplifts and reductions, as well as body contouring procedures such as tummy tucks and lip and facial fillers. Everything is carried out here in our state-of-the-art theatre and aftercare facility, from initial consultation right through to clinical assessment, surgery and aftercare, she adds. One of our most popular procedures is our new tickle lipo, which takes its name from the ticklish sensation experienced during treatment, adds Neve, the company's MD. FDA approved, this has become a game-changer for fat removal. Faster, safer and more effective than traditional liposuction methods, this treatment is provided as a walk-in, walk-out procedure, ensuring no downtime for busy patients. Our leading 3D breast suite is also hugely popular, allowing patients to try on 3D breasts to help them see what they would look like after augmentation surgery, she adds. Most of their clients are women, 90%, with the majority in the 25 to 55-year-old age bracket. Those over this age typically opt for Botox and fillers rather than surgical procedures. Today's beauty culture has become much more demanding, explains Eilish. The selfie culture and social media platforms like Facebook make people more self-aware and more self-critical. Every client that visits us has their own story and emotional journey, and it's not just about the way they want to look, it's about their confidence levels and the way they want to feel inside. It's an understanding that comes from personal experience. Eilish grew up in Cabinteely in South Dublin. After school she joined AIB, where she worked for the next 7 years until becoming a time mother to her 3 children. However, she kept an interest in business through undertaking market research for companies on a part-time basis, as well as running jewelry parties in her home. When I hit my 40s, conversations with girlfriends of my own age would inevitably drift to discussing how to turn back the hands of time, says Eilish. It was when a number of her friends began to have liposuction following the birth of their children that Eilish realized the potential market for a quality cosmetic surgical business. The experience of my friends varied so much that I thought there had to be an opening for an American-type service that offered access to the best quality plastic surgeons but in luxurious surroundings, she explains. Shortly afterwards, while driving through the village of Kilmacannog, I spotted the facility where the business is now based and decided it was now or never. I also realized that I had to create a different type of clinic that put the patient first and prioritized ethics over aesthetic. In 2012, her daughter Neve returned from Australia and joined her time in the business. Having completed a degree in economics and sociology at UCD and a master's degree in international business at the Dublin Institute of Technology, she had spent over 3 years working in the finance services sector in Melbourne. The success of the business today is largely down to our relationship and the fact that we each bring very different skills to the business, says Neve. Juggling the demands of work with having a family is challenging, and now that I find myself in the same position, I admire my mother's accomplishments even more. I know that I wouldn't have the work ethos that I do if it wasn't for her, but with so many cosmetic procedures available today, is there a danger they could become too generalist? In the beginning, we offered all of these, but trying to be all things to everyone just isn't possible. So over time we've become more specialized and focused. By fine-tuning our proposition to core areas of breast surgery, fat removal and aesthetic treatments, we have ensured that we are now widely regarded as the go-to clinic and best in class in these areas, says Neve. With a second clinic now open in Limerick and turnover last year growing by more than 20%, it's a strategy that seems to be paying off for the mother and daughter duo. We believe our growth is due to only working with accredited plastic surgeons as well being patient-centered. Core to this is continuously informing, educating, and guiding each person through the entire process rather than simply focusing on the bottom line, adds Eilish. Looking to the future, the pair plan to open further clinics in Dublin city centre as well as in Cork and Galway. We also see a big market for inbound medical tourism where we will arrange everything for overseas patients, from their procedures to their accommodation, adds Eilish. Eilish says she still lives and breathes the business. I love to see the change in patients, and particularly in the level of confidence. As women who have been through these treatments ourselves, we know the boost in confidence they can bring. That's why we often emphasize that this is a business run by women for women. The Avoca Clinic business, cosmetic surgery clinic set up, 2012 founder, Eilish Kelly turnover, €3.5 million now of employees, 50 location, headquarters and surgery. At Glencormac Business Park, Kilmacannog, Co-Wicklow, with consulting rooms at 45 O'Connell Street, Limerick AILISH and Neves. Advice for other businesses: be selective, don't try to be all things to all people because that never works. Instead, focus on being everything to the group of people you want to cater to. Learn to say no. For most of us, saying yes comes more naturally than saying no. This is because most of us genuinely enjoy helping others. However, to be successful, you have to stay focused on your overall mission and objectives. And that can sometimes involve saying no to some potential opportunities. Don't let what you don't know scare you. Learning is always ongoing in business, and there's so much that you can take on board if you have the passion and commitment to succeed in something. But you have to be prepared to work for it. Running your own business often involves working unspeakable hours, but every one of them is worth it if you love what you are doing. www.avocaclinic.ie Sunday Indo Business